Welcome to the journey to Cape Verde. In a suburb of Providence, Rhode Island, a young family starts getting ready for bed. It's a mother and a daughter. The mother starts talking the dog, and the daughter asks the mother to tell her about her home country of Cape Verde and what it is like. The mother replies, "Well, as you know, Cape Verde is an island. When most people think of Africa, they think of sprawling savanna, about lions and elephants. However, off Africa's west coast, there sits a small chain of islands, hosting a hidden paradise known as Cape Verde. Cape Verde was uninhabited for many years until it was discovered by the Portuguese and used as a slave port. Cape Verde gained independence from Portugal in the 1970s after a war, and Portugal had a dictatorship at the time. Despite its role in the dark chapter of human history, Cape Verde has survived and made its own culture through a mixture of African and Portuguese culture. Even our language reflects this. That's why we speak Creole, a mix of Portuguese with local African languages. It's also why we are called mestizos. The capital where I'm from is called Praia, which means beach. Beaches and the oceans are big parts of Cape Verdean life since we live on an island. It's very, very, very dry. We had a drought many years ago, which is why I had to leave. Although the mountains do have some plants. It's so different from the U.S. and so beautiful in its own way." The daughter is very excited and decides that one day she will visit Cape Verde herself. As she grows older, her mother shares their food and culture, but she knows it will be different once she actually sees it and experiences it with her own eyes. She's really excited to try the food for real. She's excited for cachupa, which is like the national dish, a seafood feijoada. She also loves canja, which is a type of chicken soup, and is excited to try it for the first time in Cape Verde. For dessert, she wants queijo de cabra com doce de pipoia, a type of goat cheese. Now that she's older, she can finally drink Stella beer, which is made in Cape Verde. She's also excited to hear a morna, a type of Cape Verdean music inspired by the Portuguese fado, which is Cape Verde's most famous type of music. Her mother listens to it at home, but now she can experience it in real life. Now that the daughter is in college, she can finally travel to Cape Verde. She won a scholarship, so she was able to go for a couple of weeks with a school program. She studies creative writing, and Cape Verde is famous for producing poets. They also are going to explore the history of the island by going to the Ethnographies Museum in Praia and visit the Cidade Velha to look into the past of the storied island. There's also lots of things to do in nature there. Their school trip is going to visit the beaches and do water sports like surfing. Plus, they're going to go on a horseback ride around the island. Even though her mom is from Cape Verde, she's still excited to experience it like a tourist. When she lands in Cape Verde, she feels an intense mix of emotions. Growing up in Rhode Island, she has lived by the ocean, but she feels as though maybe she has never actually seen it. Watching her plane touch down on the island, the water is so blue, she can hardly believe it. Her group gets off the plane and starts to walk around Praia. It's overwhelming. She hears everyone speaking Criollo, a language which she knows from her home, but it's strange to hear the whole world speaking of it. Little markets are set up haphazardly around the street in the city. She stops at one to buy a souvenir from an artisan, but finds that she gets a dirty look when her boyfriend kisses her on the cheek in front of everyone and hugs her from behind. She also notices women doing a lot of the selling in the street markets and thinks about her own mother and the things that she had to do to come to the United States to give her the life that she'd had. She doesn't know her father. He stayed behind in Cape Verde, but moved somewhere else during the drought. Almost none of her family still lives in Cape Verde anymore, yet she still finds it to be home in a sense. There's something warm about the people, and she feels like she was meant to come here her whole life. In her travels around Cape Verde, the girl experiences the sun and the sand and the beaches. She hears batuque, a popular music, and also a morna. She eats canja and all the other typical foods. She does everything to enjoy Cape Verde, and she understands the people, the warmth and the enjoyment of life, and she understands again why so much poetry came out of the island. It's a beautiful place, which has a special place in her heart, and she's excited that she found her second home.
Mundo tem pé, tem cabeça. Mundo tem meio, tem metade. Mundo tem estrada, tem caminho. E põe um flânio pra onde? E mandando, se o carneiro branco lhe comprido, atrevido, e acata os que é por isso que acabaram com o sinal. No meio da canta de macaco, comendo corda verde na perimonte. Corvo com pelado, tranha milho na chão, turu cutelo. Minhoto com francês, panhanha pintão, turu cordeira. Canta com passarinha, esta comeva só fico figueira. No meio da canta de orvalho, que te molhava mi pantalha saia, andava com ele sereno do mo. Não te lembra